Hi guys, it's Vanessa here. Welcome to my channel, and I'm really excited to be doing the Planner Society series. Once again, we are back, and I'm going to show you how to make a paper dory out of the Planner Society kit. Um, First off, I'm gonna tell you all the tools that we're gonna use. So let's get to it, right? So I want to start with the first tool, which is my laminator. We are one we want to preheat this so it's whenever we're ready to laminate or paper dory, it's gonna be already preheated. So I purchased this at Walmart for like 20 bucks, and it's my favorite so far. I haven't had any trouble with it at all. Next is the Walmart brand thermal laminator pouches, and these are the 3 millimeter, 8.5 by 11 letter size, 50 count for $10, and it has lasted me a while now. Elastic. I purchased this at Walmart, I think, and it comes a lot. Crocodile and eyelets, of course, to put extra support to our holes, and or preferring of glue or double-sided tape. We're gonna choose the patterns that we want to use. I'm choosing these two, and then a plain black cardstock from Michaels. This pattern right here, it's going to be the spine support that I'm going to put on my dory, and this is going to be my base. I love this pattern, and I do want to use this as my, as a TN. So, that's the purpose of this video, right? So, some scissors, score tool. I'm using the one from the Memory Keepers, from the trim and scoreboard. And also, we're gonna use the trim and scoreboard as well. Um, Then we are going to need some type of embellishments. I have washi here. I have some paper clips just in case I need them. And then also stickers um, from the collection, of course, because I love them. How am I going to, just put them in this little booklet and have them in their store? No way. Then some die cuts, of course, from the collections and the kits. So now let's get to it, okay? So our first step to do is to cut our pieces or paper pieces. We're gonna start with the base. Our base is going to be 1/4 by 7 centimeters. So we're gonna choose the paper that we want to use as the front of our, or base of the TN that we want to create. Like I said, I love this paper, so I'm using this. And as you can see right here, I'm cutting to 10 1/4 by 7. Then we are going to cut our support if you decide to put one. I think it does a lot to it. Uh, I don't think it looks bad at all. Uh, I love it. At the end, I do show you the first TN that I made, and I love it. So we're gonna cut our spine support at 1.5 by 7, and we are um. So right there, I'm just showing you like the type of thing that is, what's going on, and then we're going to cut a solid, or well, my preference this in this case is a solid color square of 4 by 4 centimeters, and then two stripes of the same color for 4 centimeters by 1 centimeter, and then we're gonna fold them in half. Once it's folded in half, we want to cut the ends on a, like making like like we're gonna make a tab, as you can see right here, um, on the video. So now I'm just trying to take away the trash. um, so now we are going to be, I'm going to be showing you how I'm gonna make my pocket. I'm just drawing like a half of circle at the corner and then I'm cutting it. Because this solid paper, it's what I'm going to use to make a pocket inside my TN. So here you're seeing, and then I'm just erasing the extra lines and extra writing that I did in there. And then with the little tabs that we made, we are going to glue them to this size. Like I said, I love this tacky glue, so that's what I'm using. That's actually what I use for all my projects, and I haven't had a problem yet. So we're using that. I'm using that, and I'm just gluing them in there. Sorry about that, guys. So we're just, I'm just lining up and see how I'm gonna like it. So now we are zoom out and we are going to put a spine. If you decide to put a spine on it, this is the time that we're gonna do that. We are actually going to put it in between fourth and 5 and 7/8 centimeters. So what you can do is just close your base paper and make a little, middle line, and then your spine paper or your support paper, you're just gonna put it, center it out to make it, to put it in the center actually, if that makes sense. um, so we're just doing that right now, and I will be putting all the measurements down below in the description box just for you to, if you, in case you missed them, or yeah, in case you missed it, I'm gonna put the all the measurements down below. I'm gluing my pocket as well, and we want to do this before we laminate, just because that way. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah. So I went and got my X-Acto knife right there. Sorry. Um, we're on spring break and I have my kids here at home, and yeah. But what I'm doing here is I'm adding an extra pocket just to put maybe like stickers, or as you're gonna see right now, I'm gonna show you at the end how I put paper clips in there. There you go. So that's the purpose of that, with the sector knife go in there. So now I'm gonna layer a stripe of washi and a sticker on my pocket. Okay, yeah, I forgot about this part. I'm here just showing you how I like to save these Scarlet Line Planner Society little pieces that comes on the top of the packaging. So, because I do like to sign everything that I make with the Planner Society, like my dashboards and stuff like that. Just because in case, when I'm done using them, I just can save them, and then I can, have them signed, and know that I made that with the Planner Society items. So here you're seeing how I'm layering that pocket that I made with some washi tape from the kit, and I'm loving it. It's so freaking cute. I know it may be difficult to see on the video, but it turned out so cute. So now I'm adding the sticker like I mentioned before. I'm adding a girl from the January kit, and yeah, I'm loving those girls. They are super cute. I'm actually waiting on vellum so I can stamp girls because I did saw on the Facebook group a lot of ladies doing that. So I'm just telling you that if you wanted to add another pocket on the back side of the dory, now is the chance to do so. So I'm just deciding to see if I wanted to add, any embellishments on the outside of the dory. And I'm just, folding it first to see what's the space that I have available to decorate. And I'm going to play with some of the die cuts from the kids, but really I end up not using any just because I love that pattern so much that I don't want to ruin it or I don't want to cover it anymore. So at the end, if I do want to put any embellishments, I can always put double-sided tape to something laminated and just stick it in it, but it's really rare. I like my covers to be plain almost, and so I can just add like a little journaling card on the front and stuff like that. So here I'm using that tab that I showed you earlier to sign my Dory or my traveler's notebook. And now we are ready to laminate. Now is the time if you want to run your corners to do so. I'm using the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby corner rounder, and yeah. So we want to make sure that our laminated pouch is really clean. No, little pieces or anything like that, so we just don't get any bubbles. We want this story to, we want this TN to last a long time, right? um, so right now we're just laminating, and I like to run it a few times, if I can say so myself, just because I think it gives it extra, heat and everything. Also, if it has like little bubbles around it, um, running it through a few times actually works for me. I have done it in the past and it works. Let's just say that it does work. So, of course, I'm not gonna be, let me going through like 10 times. No, of course not. But we're just gonna go maybe like 3 times. It's good for me. So now we're just cutting the extra laminating pieces and just go, close enough but not too close to the paper so it doesn't, the laminating stays there and doesn't get ruined. Now with we're gonna round again on corners of the paper of the I'm sorry of the laminating sheet again, and at the end where the pocket was I had a little trouble, so I ended up doing it with the scissors just because it was kind of hard um after being laminated, and then it was kind of bulky because of the pocket. But it's no big deal, we just do it with the hands, with our scissors by hand. Now, here it's pretty much done, our base and pocket. Now we're gonna get our X-Acto knife. With our X-Acto knife, we're just gonna go around the pocket and we're gonna cut. We're not gonna put a lot of pressure because we don't want to go through the actual cover of it, but of or TN, but just pressure enough to actually cut again or pocket. And then I'm cutting my front pocket that I made on the front right there. And then I'm going to show you how I um, use some of the sticky notes from the kit this month to as an example of the size of the pocket. And what I did there with the one that I'm using on my right hand is that I put two sticky sheets back, one, together and laminate them. And as you can see, it looks really good. So now we're going to put our eyelets. We need 7 eyelets. And right there I'm just measuring the center of our TN, and we with our, well, because I didn't have my pointer at that time, I used my X-Acto knife to make the hole. And just because I don't have the big crocodile, I have the small one, so I had to play around to put my eyelid. And actually I use a kitchen tool to as a to do the crocodile purpose on the middle one, on the middle eyelid. But I didn't show that in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But now we're gonna do our size and our eyelets. So I'm putting 3 on the top and three on the bottom, just to be able to put 6 bands of elastic. As you can see right here, I'm just doing, the job with the crocodile. And as of right now, I think it looks super cute. I cannot wait to use this one actually. So now we are just measuring our middle piece of elastic to actually, the one that is gonna hold it close. And I'm just messing with this and see how well I like the, how tight it is and how not. You can just, you just measure it around and play with it until you're comfortable with the size of it. So I'm sorry about this part, but I thought I was recording and I wasn't. But all I did is I grabbed my elastic and I didn't cut it. I just I used the whole thing until I was happy with it. So I'm just holding with one finger the beginning of the elastic in the middle, because that's where I want to tie my knot at the end. And I just went one hold to and then down, and then to the other hold, and then up, and you know the drill. If you're not new to TNs, you know the drill. So right there you're seeing that I'm tightening the knots, and then I'm just, make it secure enough so I can cut to the very edge of the elastic. And there you have it. I have 6 elastics, and I still had some left. I already made another one, so that elastic actually lasts you for about maybe 3 TNs at the end. So here I'm showing you how the front pocket looks. You can see how I'm using the pocket there. And then this is a insert from the 1407 planners. This is the personal size. If I didn't mention that at the beginning, I'm sorry. This is a personal size TN that I'm making, and this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it sticking up with me. And right here is the first TN that I made, and it's kind of wider just because I have more inserts in there. I have some charms and stuff in there, but yeah, this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.